Oh, and I cannot believe it was not recording. Are you kidding me? Look at this. My coffee is made, and I didn't notice the camera shutting off, so I apologize. So here we are, enjoying a morning cup of coffee. Cheers. I just made my regular. Just made it. Yeah. That's good. That is very good, actually. So, I have not made a mocha in a couple of days, so I just feel like until, I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me for a second. All right. Get these issues under control. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have a runny nose yet again this morning. So it doesn't usually stop running until after I drink the coffee, unfortunately. And I can't feel it when it starts to, like, it'll barely be running. And my husband would be like, your nose, babe. And I'm like, oh shit. So I can't feel it until it gets like halfway to my lip is when I can feel it. So by that time, it's already been a minute, you know? Anyway, so I'm trying to keep it under control. Oh my goodness. You don't know the runny nose. You know it's allergies. Wake up sneezing. Nose running. Yeah, I do. I have severe allergies. If I don't stay on my allergy medicine completely, my whole day is like this. And it's sneezing and coughing and runny nose like I got a cold. And I'm like, I don't have a cold. And honestly, I've never had the flu, ever, not once. And I took my first flu shot in 2020. Was my first flu shot ever. I said, well, I'm getting the other vaccine. Might as well get this one too. And by the way, do you think if I go get the shingles vaccine, that'll help me get better? And she goes, it's worth a try. And I said, you're darn right it is. So I went down, got the shingles vaccine. Nope, didn't help. Not even a little bit. And my A1C was out of control last time. It was 801, which is not good. And so I got put on some different and more medicine. I'm taking 3 separate medicines for my diabetes, and my numbers are not going down. So, I don't know. I think my body is I think something else is going on, and it's not diabetes, but it's something. I don't know what, but so yeah, my neuralgia, which is neuropathy, but so the shingles got complicated by the diabetes and crossed over the midline, which shingles, if you just have shingles, it will only be on one side of your body. This is what your midline is, all the way down your body. And things don't really cross. You got a lung on this side, a lung on this side, a half a brain, a half a brain. So when I asked my neurologist, is it possible for just one side of your body to be sick? Because I noticed it, that it was just all happening on my left side of my body. And I said, I know this sounds crazy, but is it possible? And he said, yeah, it absolutely is possible. And I said, well, the left half of my body is sick. And he looked at me like, how did you figure that out? Well, because I'm very observant. I'm overly observant on every little thing. Somebody walks in the room, I see whatever it is immediately. Oh, sweetie, your zipper's down. Or, oh, you got lint in your hair, whatever. And that's why when I'm talking to people, I'll start picking lint out of their hair and fixing their shirt and yeah. So to a fault. I'm not obsessive though. I've never had any of my friends nor my husband call me obsessive. So do you call me obsessive?
Huh?
You laughed. Do you call me obsessive?
I laughed because there was.
Oh, you laughed at your show. just at the same time I was saying my husband's never called me obsessive, and you laugh.
No,
I'm like,
you're not obsessive.
okay.
Obsessive.
Am I though?
No,
Are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
Okay. He says no. So I can let things go, and I think that's what makes me not obsessive. Like, okay, you want it that way? That's fine with me. You don't want to zip up your zipper? Not my problem, right? Like, I don't even care. So, and usually it's you have a, or your zipper, because I just automatically see the whole picture. And I've been trained and have used this method for many, 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 many years. So being a school bus driver, you get trained to see the big picture. So I can see from peripheral to peripheral, honestly. Like, I can still see my thumbs. And you look straight ahead. How far can you see? How far can you see your hands? I can still see both of them. I can still see my left one. And now they're both out of. That's pretty far. That's a big peripheral. So, and I get the big picture in that peripheral. So I'm standing here looking at you, but I can also see the whole apartment behind you I can see up to this point right here, and I can see up to probably about this point right here. Yeah, I'm trying to get my finger in my peripheral view. Now, if you turn your head, that's not a peripheral view. You have to keep your head straight and see how much. And this is a great technique for when you're driving. So get the big picture, right? So when you're rolling up to an intersection, the light is green, you see cars are stopped, right, on the opposite road. So you're green to go through, and you can see, you should be able to name, if there are 6 cars, 4 out of those 6 cars. The color, the make, the model. Not the model, but the color. It was a white Ford, or it was a black Kia. You should be able to do that just by crossing over the intersection. And so if you practice that, it's going to give you a better observation of the world. And in my opinion, like, if I observe something not right, so I'm going to say something. Like, say for an example, me and a gorgeous 5'7", beautiful body, beautiful face, blonde hair, blue eyes, just gorgeous woman. Her and I walk out the grocery store together, and we're both walking to our vehicles. I have the observation to see that there's a creeper 3 vehicles behind her, all of a sudden walking with her. And she's not noticing it. She's got her back turned. And she just, and didn't hear it because the rattle of the carts. So I am observant of that. And so I hollered over to her, "Hey, sweetie," got her attention, and said, "Okay, sweetie, I'll meet you at home." So he thought we were together, but in separate cars. And she's looking at me like, "What?" And then sees him and says, "Okay, thanks." Yeah. So she played along because she saw him creeping up on her after I hollered. There was this one couple, and this was many, many, many years ago. I don't think I even knew my husband at this point. So I am out in North Seattle, because that's where I lived. And so that was way before. It was probably 3 years before I met my husband. So I was shopping at a Kmart, and I came out with my basket, and there was a young lady and a young gentleman in the parking lot fighting, and he was not being too kind to her. And so I didn't really say anything at that point until I heard him really put her down. I said, "Is that necessary?" Oh, and then he got really mad. And he goes, "No, but this is," and decked her right in the face because I said something to him. I said, you will never touch her again. And he says, watch me. And so I charged him. And he's like, come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. He was going to punch me in the face. Well, just so happens that these 3 big, huge guys saw what was going on and started descending on to help me. And I saw him coming. I said, yeah, you can maybe knock me to the ground, but you won't be walking out of this parking lot until once these guys get a hold of you. Go ahead and hit me. Go ahead. So they're like kind of right behind me now. So I see that they're helping me out. And I said, sweetie, you have 2 choices right here. You can walk away from this abusive man. And I know you won't have anywhere to go. No money, no job, no nothing. Because I'll snag you up and take you to safety. That you can live with me. I will support you until you get a job and back up on your feet. But you have to come with me right now. It's not next week. It's not tomorrow. It's today, right now. Make the choice. My car is right here. The door is unlocked. You can get in my car and I will help you out of this situation. Or you can go with him and he'll beat you twice as bad for me making a scene. And you know he will. She went with him. I don't know the end of the story because she went with him. However, these huge brawny guys were so nice. In my opinion, I think they were Seahawk team members because they were huge and they were muscly and they were in the best health that you see. Those kind of guys are like, ooh, 10 and another 10 and another 10. Oh my God, surrounding me, protecting me. Please stay right here. Don't go anywhere. So, but yeah, it was a very sad day for me, and I worried about her because I know that kind of abusiveness, when you're going to deck your girlfriend, your wife, because somebody else says something, they have no control over what anybody else says. And I knew the second he did that he probably just beats her for no reason at all. They didn't appear to have any children. There was no child. And this is back to the massive observantness of me. There's no child seat in their car. There's no child with them. So in my opinion, no ring on her finger. In my opinion, they were girlfriend, boyfriend, no kids, young, and it's so hard because you love this person, and for the most part, they say they're sorry after the fact. How about you not do it to begin with, and then you won't have to apologize in 2 hours or whatever. Just don't do it to begin with. There's no reason to be. You're getting mad. These people are getting mad over petty reasons. Don't be petty. Unless you're a part of the petty squad. I'm teasing. There's a TikToker that. But yeah, like with my phone, exchanging my phone. I got petty 2 phones ago. But I talked to him last night. Guess what? They might be crediting me every penny I put on this phone. I've been a customer of theirs for 13 years. And I've defended them a lot. Oh, T-Mobile coverage is terrible. No, they're getting better. They're putting more towers. They're grouping with other companies. And they have Metro PCS is actually a T-Mobile company where you can get a prepaid cell phone for inexpensive. I'm not sure how much it is a month, anywhere from $30 to $50, but it's a prepaid thing. So if you don't, but you have a whole month to use your phone if you prepay. It's not like per minute, it doesn't rack you down per minute. It's a monthly thing, right? So if you prepay your bill, then you can have that if you need help like that. And the state is giving away perfectly good phones. The one I got, it's cute. It's red on the background, but it looks like it's one of our phones. It looks like this phone. It's about the size of this phone as well. And I used it for, the only thing that you have to do is you have to, did my phone, I'm going to look because I think my phone moved by itself. I'm going to look. But yeah, I mean, the only thing that you're required to do is send a text once a day. One text once a day. If you don't use it after that, um, that's all you got to do. Keep it active. And then if you don't do that, they will make it inactive. So you would have to get it reactivated if you wanted to use it again. But it's a phone that's going to be good for a long time. And it's unlimited text, talks, messaging, all that. Provided by the state. So years ago when they said, "Oh, we'll provide a cell phone," it was probably one of those old flip phones that you had to get to work. Anyways, thank you for joining me in this morning cup of coffee and chat. And I will be cooking today. I'm just not sure what yet. So I got to get some meat out of the freezer, and I'm going to go ahead and ask my hubby right now. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Babe. What do you want for dinner?
Chicken.
Oh, you want chicken? You want me? Should I make chicken fajita pitas? Chicken
Sure.
fajita pita pockets? Yeah, I cooked the chicken yesterday, so it's ready to be eaten. And so we're going to have barbecue chicken fajita pita pockets. Yeah, with lettuce. Well, he don't like tomatoes, but I'll have tomatoes and cheese and some sour cream and probably some taco sauce or something. I don't know. Some red sauce of some sort, or not. And I have banana peppers. That would go good on mine. He won't eat those. I believe I have some jalapenos as well. He might eat those. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thank you again for joining me today and listening to all my crap. Have a wonderful day. Bye.